Today we're going to be going through a complete offseason for the Arizona Cardinals. From coaching decisions to a 3-round mock draft, we are going to be completely rebuilding this franchise for the future. Let's get started.
All right, so the main two coaching options right now are Mike LaFleur and Clint Kubiak, but there are some other guys they have interviewed that they seem to like. Not sure if they're going to get the nod, but Anthony Weaver, the Dolphins defensive coordinator. We also got Raheem Morris, the Falcons head coach. They just fired. Interesting decision there. And Vance Joseph. Those seem to be the only guys with any chance as the Jags coordinators both pulled out. Right now they're waiting to interview Clint Kubiak another time, but they seem to like Mike LaFleur. They've interviewed him 2 or 3 times already this week. So, yeah.
I don't know really why they're so into Mike LaFleur. I'm sure he's fine. He's part of that LaFleur family tree, I guess, and LaFleur's very good at what he does. But I think it's interesting because he didn't call plays this season, right? Because
Sean McVay
does. He probably learned a lot from Sean McVay, but it's interesting. I think it's the same thing, not the exact same, but it's a kind of similar conversation to the Raiders with Davis Webb in the sense of, like, this guy's never called plays. He's never been in that position.
Yeah, but he was also not an offensive coordinator.
Webb, yeah. But I think that it's still one of those situations where I'd like to see him in a position where he's got more command of anything before he is just thrown in as the full-time head coach.
I don't think that's really that possible for a guy. He wants to be under McVay. It makes him look his best.
That is true. But when you've got a guy like Clint Kubiak there, I don't get how you're even considering a guy like Mike LaFleur.
Maybe Clint Kubiak's the one, like, I don't know. I might want to go to the Raiders.
Oh, I don't know why you'd want to go to the Raiders.
He's got his pick. It seems like, because the Cardinals are waiting on him. The Raiders, I think he's their front runner. Next up might be Davis Webb. So both teams really want Clint Kubiak, which is the reason why they're the last two to not fill their coaching needs. But Mike LaFleur, the thing with him is, if he's anything like Matt LaFleur, he's got to be a genius like Matt LaFleur for it to work out. Because Matt LaFleur, as a pure head coach, if he wasn't this offensive mastermind, he'd be a terrible head coach.
Yeah,
his discipline's awful. We always are up there in penalties. I feel like he's too soft.
He's not good at game management either.
At all.
He's horrible at challenging. Like, he doesn't have the attributes of head coach, but he's a top 4 play caller in the entire NFL.
He's literally just our head coach because he's such a good offensive coordinator.
You don't want to let him go.
And you can't have him as your offensive coordinator or he's going to be someone else's head coach. So.
Right. Well, and that's why I think head coaching is so interesting nowadays, because there really is an argument to say you want a guy that, is just a really good leader of men, that's really good at bringing the best of his players, that's managing the game, wins the challenges, all those things. So the guys that focus on the game. Maybe not the best example, but a guy like what Dan Campbell's supposed to do, right? Bring out the best out of your players, be that hype guy in the locker room, and have your coordinators do it. But we see the weakness in that this season from the Lions. The Lions really struggled when it came to their coordinators, specifically on the offensive end. Their coordinator was so bad, but they let Dan Campbell call offensive plays, and we saw how that went. Somehow was a little bit better.
I mean, they led the league in scoring.
Right, like somehow it was better than their OC, but like they just went for it on 4th down way too much. They made dumb decisions. Like you said, they led the league in scoring, but they still went, what was it, 8-9? Maybe 9 and 8?
9 and 8, I think.
Right, and so this is a team that we saw have the potential to win 15 games in a season, and they were the best team in the league last season, in my personal opinion. Like, from the beginning of the year, obviously the Eagles were much better in the playoffs when it matters most, but I really think the Lions were a phenomenal team last season, and they really didn't change much except for that OC. And we see why it's so important to have a guy that can also call plays, because you will lose a coordinator like Ben Johnson.
Yeah, you got that floor. Like, we know the Packers offense is going to be good every season because you got a guy like Matt LaFleur,
right?
And that's never going to change. But yeah.
I think it's an interesting conversation still, though, because to me, if you're not one of those, maybe a little bit lower, but top 5 to maybe top 10 play callers in the NFL, you shouldn't be a head coach.
Unless you're
also a leader of men. But, like, for example, Sean Payton, to me, is a very good head coach. He's not the best play caller in the world, right? And so there is some speculation we're going to give play calling duties to Davis Webb so that he stays, which would be awesome. I don't think it's going to happen, but it would be really cool. But a guy like Andy Reid, right, I don't think he's a good leader of men at all. Their discipline's never been elite. He does not literally he has his players come and yell at him. He doesn't do anything about it. Like, he's not a head coach. He's this guy that's fat and out of shape. He doesn't motivate his players, but he's the best play caller maybe of all time, right? And so having that, it doesn't matter how bad of a head coach you are, because you have to be kept. Like, you have to be kept when you're the best play caller in the NFL. And so I know I'm going on a little bit of a tangent here, but I think that Clint Kubiak can be one of the best play callers in the NFL, and I think he's got a better shot at that than Mike LaFleur.
As well as,
but he's also had that experience leading people, and I think Mike LaFleur has not had as much experience, so it makes way less sense to me. Like, we can talk about these other guys, like I can't believe that Raheem Morris is being considered, but
I don't know, man.
I think it makes more, like, to me, Mike LaFleur and Kubiak are two guys that are in the same category of young offensive minds that you're taking a shot on.
Yeah.
But Kubiak's way safer, way more proven, and with a higher ceiling.
Yeah, easily.
So I just don't get the even consideration.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, I think Clint Kubiak right now is the most sought-after coach for these last two teams.
You can't believe he hasn't been hired. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but he's also focused on the Super Bowl run. Right now, he's probably not even taking any interviews. He's probably saying, wait until after the Super Bowl. I'm trying to game plan for the Super Bowl.
I'd wait.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'd wait for him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
why
hiring.
they haven't hired him.
I'm not hiring Munkin. I'm waiting and seeing if I can get Clint Kubiak.
I don't think Kubiak was going to ever go to the Browns.
Yeah, maybe not, but I'm still waiting.
Yeah,
it's not like Munkin was like on everyone's top pick list or anything.
Munkin already signed to be the Giants' offensive coordinator.
Right,
because he didn't think he'd get a job.
I don't know what I think about this whole offseason coaching decisions. Have all been really bad in my opinion. Like, most of them.
A lot of them, yeah.
Right. There were so many good options. It just feels so weird. Like, it feels like none of them went to the right spot, and it's gonna be different NFL next season. This season is gonna be so different from next. It's what I think. But I've been preaching it for a while. I think Clint Kubiak is legit stuff, and I don't even think it's a conversation for me. I think the Cardinals should easily be taking Clint Kubiak, and I think it's a very real possibility. So I think today we should go with Clint Kubiak.
Right now, Mike LaFleur is the heavy favorite.
It's crazy,
bro. He's going to dinner with them, with the owners.
Dinner?
Mm-hmm.
What? Have they interviewed Kubiak, or is he actually waiting?
They did once, and they want to get another interview in there.
So they're probably going to wait till after the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Because he probably is not taking them for these 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, we saw, like, me and McKay were actually talking about this pre-recording, like, right before we turned this on. There's this play call in, like, the Seahawks-Rams game that was just so elite with JSN in the backfield. Scissors concept, opened it up perfectly. Cooper Kupp ran a really good route, actually, to open that up. And it's play calls like that you just don't see from everyone. These are the types of play calls we were seeing from Ben Johnson last year where, you know, he's, again, being hired because of how good he is at play calling. And I just don't think that's a guy you can pass up. What have we seen from Mike LaFleur? It's like, oh, yeah, I want that guy.
I don't know. On the Jets, when he was calling plays, he called plays when Zach Wilson was there.
Ooh.
Thrown out of town. Absolutely thrown out of town. I think he worked his way. He went to the Rams and worked his way up to OC, but we didn't see him with the play calling duties. I assume he helped play designing, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure he learned a lot from McVay. McVay is an insane offensive mind. We know that. But again, it just feels like way too much of a risk for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I get he's the heavy favorite, and we want to be as realistic as possible in these, but we're also trying to make the right decision. I think since they're both realistic, I think we should go with Kubiak today.
I'm sure that's what, I don't know, maybe Cardinals fans want that. Maybe they've already decided that Mike LaFleur is what's going to happen. They're coping to it. But
Comment down below. Tell us what you think.
I would not be hiring Mike LaFleur. I think Mike LaFleur should go to the Packers, be ROC.
Interesting.
Try to help with play calling there. Take a little off of LaFleur's plate.
That'd be funny.
I don't know. I think he needs to go somewhere where he can call plays to try to prove himself.
I don't know. I don't think Matt would let Mike call plays. No way.
I mean,
you can't let your little brother call plays. There's no way. So what were the other options? We can quickly gloss over them.
We got Anthony Weaver, Dolphins defensive coordinator.
Why?
I have no idea what he's here. Like polar bear and like whatever it is, whatever the saying is. Raheem Morris. I don't get it.
Raheem Morris was a bottom 5 coach this season.
Terrible coach. And then Vance Joseph, who's somehow the best of the three.
That's sad. Vance Joseph's very overrated. We know this. He's had one of the best personnels to work with. There's the reason our defense is so good, and it's not necessarily him. His play calling is very bland and there's nothing special to it, right? Like, you know, Brian Flores disguises all his defensive plays. Vance Joseph's like, let's blitz. Show 7 guys in blitz, you know, drop into man. Let's run more man than anyone else because we have the best man coverage corner. Like, it's the right play, but it's also the most basic play. It doesn't prove anything to me. He's tried as a head coach. He failed. No point in doing that, in my opinion. Raheem Morris, like you said, horrible this season. Falcons are going to take a massive step this season under Stefanski. I don't think Stefanski's anything special, but he's better.
A fine head coach.
He's definitely better than Raheem Morris. So easily will take a massive step. I think getting what's his name, Zach Robinson, is that his name? The OC, getting him out of there is even more helpful.
He took a job.
Yeah, I think it's even
as an OC.
He did somewhere, but I forget. But that's
insane.
That's even more helpful than getting rid of Raheem Morris, getting rid of both of them. It's insane. They're
the
both
impact
horrible.
of a head coach was a lot bigger, even if Zach Robinson was worse.
Their defense was a lot better than their offense. So I don't know. And they have a lot of good offensive weapons, so they should be better on offense. They're going to take a big step next year. And then I didn't even know that Weaver was an option.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might be third on there.
That's crazy. He's obviously not getting hired.
Where'd their defense was definitely not top 10.
So
or even close.
Is Schwartz not an option because he's just on contract? Like, he's just retiring?
He's legally has to be on the Browns or whatever because he's signed there.
Like Tomlin.
Yeah, but he's just like, oh, I don't want to coach for you guys. You guys didn't let me be your head coach after I was an amazing defensive coordinator.
What the heck?
Let's hire Todd Monken over him.
That's so funny.
I don't know if I'd want Jim Schwartz to be my head coach, but I think it's kind of valid.
Do you think Tomlin's going to come back next year?
Maybe.
Do you think he's going to get traded like Sean did for like a first?
Not that much.
It's crazy.
There's
we
no way
traded
he'd
a
go
first
for
him. All right, so we're going with Kubiak?
I guess so.
Okay. Kubiak is very happy with that.
The overall plan of the offseason wouldn't change too much. They're both offensive minds who are trying to...
Like I said, same category.
Yeah, so I don't think it's going to change what happens too much either way.
But it will change the outcome of their future Cardinals fans.
Yeah.
And you want Kubiak to be the guy.
Definitely.
And he knows the Seahawks. You can try beating him.
Exactly.
So, dude, can you imagine that division, though, if you got Kubiak, McVay, Shanahan, and McDonald. Like...
Best head coaching division of all time.
That's what I was about to say. I think it might already be.
Well, Kyle Shanahan being the third best head coach in the division is insane.
I think those might be 3 top 6 coaches in the league. Maybe 7.
Top 8 for sure.
Right. That's ridiculous. This might be I mean, Shanahan is a historic level coach. McDonald looks like he's going to be a historic level coach. I saw a thing. Did you know he only spends 30 minutes with his kid?
Yeah, I saw that
because he's so.
Then everyone's like, "Yeah, that's not the flex you think it is."
No, I get why he's such a good coach though. He doesn't care about his family at all.
Well, I think head coaches work like 100 hours a week.
That's crazy.
I would not want to be a coach, but
and then you've also got McVay, who's going to go down as a historic level coach as well, and maybe the second best coach in the NFL right now. So. Ridiculous. Clint Kubiak, I think, could be top 10 pretty easily one day, too. I really like Kubiak. So imagine you have 4 top 10 coaches in your division.
It'd be insane.
NFC West is dumb. And the Niners are going to get healthy next year. I mean, this division is going to be so stupid. So it's going to be hard to do this whole rebuild today because we have to try to win in this division. Like, what are the Cardinals ever going to do? How are they going to get out of this?
This is the best team we've started with in any of these fixture franchises. We did the Raiders, Jets, Browns.
Right.
3 of the worst 3 teams. I was trying to think about it. I don't know who's worse.
No, I think there's someone worse than
Titans.
the Browns. The Titans are worse than the Browns.
You think so? Oh, yeah, because that defense, I guess, carries the Browns.
Right. Like, they could probably beat a few
I think I'd rather
teams.
have the Titans position if I'm an offensive line for sure.
If you're an offensive line, yeah.
I think Cam Ward showed plenty of signs.
I don't know.
Get him Mekhi Lemon. New Xavier Restrepo for him.
I don't think that they're looking to take a receiver in the first round.
Why? What else would they
They've got holes everywhere.
Yeah. Take a receiver.
I don't know. Receiver's just not the most important position. We saw the Broncos be basically in the Super Bowl without a receiver. So
yeah, okay. I mean,
I guess we do have a top
Pro Bowl receiver,
7 quarterback. So
you got a Pro Bowl receiver. You got an All Pro receiver.
Yeah, All Pro receiver.
So you got a Pro Bowler and All Pro.
Actually, we don't have an All Pro receiver. We have an All Pro returner.
Yeah, well, anyway, I think that's plenty for Bo to work with. Like, obviously, that's not your top of your priorities.
Running back, do you think's 40th best in the league starting?
Actually, I think your running back's like 20th in the league. He just got hurt.
You think Dobbins is 20? That's so disrespectful.
Really?
He might have been top 10 this season.
He's also coming off an injury. Like, obviously, if I was going off this season,
yeah, how he played this
hurt,
season, I thought that's what you meant.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like,
I was like,
not going forward.
He was
but, like,
cooking. What was he
general,
averaging, like 5.2 per carry or something?
He's always been. I think he might be number 1
all time. Yeah, he is.
Like, it's insane.
It's so sad that he gets hurt so much.
He gets hurt
so much.
Good. He had that extra gear when he's on the Ravens, and he just lost it from all the injuries.
Well, and even without the extra gear, he's amazing. Like, he does this weird thing in the Broncos where he'll run one way with the whole offensive line, and then there's just no hole because our run blocking is actually not that good. And so he just like turns his entire body and then just outruns everyone this way, like every single time. But it's not like he is fast.
He's not fast.
He just goes, and no one gets him. And I don't get how. It's like the coolest thing. But rest in peace. Hopefully we re-sign him.
Rest in peace, bro. Just got hurt.
So what's the next category?
Okay, next up, we're gonna go over the franchise cornerstones. These are the guys we're building the Cardinals around. Marvin Harrison Jr., 4th overall pick, I believe. 5th overall pick? I don't know, something like that. Disappointing so far, but Michael Wilson broke out this year, 1,000 yards.
What was going on with Michael Wilson?
Second
bro?
half of the season, Michael Wilson was maybe a top 5 receiver in
whoa,
the NFL.
Whoa. That's not true.
Isolated, just looking at that.
That's not true.
He had 175
Puka,
yards in a
Jamar
game.
Chase, JSN, Justin Jefferson, and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I'm saying if you didn't if you didn't have their names, you didn't have what they've done throughout their career, just watching them, Michael Wilson was a top 5 receiver second half of the year.
I think that's insane.
I'm not saying he's a top 5 receiver, but I think he's a number 1 receiver in this league.
I don't know. He only performed like that when Jacoby Brissett gave him 30 targets a game.
That is fair, but also
I need to see more from him.
He's so good.
I need to see more from him.
He's so good at the catch point.
I do think he's a very good receiver, and I think he will be a 1, but to the point where we're saying we're confident he's going to be a 1.
No, I'm not confident. I think he is.
I would bet on it, but I think that him and Marv are going to be an insane duo.
Yeah, exactly.
I still think Marv's going to be a better receiver than him.
Marv only has to be number 2 right now because of Michael Wilson's breakout, but obviously, hopefully,
assuming
assuming
that the quarterback throws him the ball, and him and Brissett had like a ridiculous connection for some reason, which is like the most random connection of all time. We're going to be in like 2035 and be like, remember that connection between Jacoby Brissett and Michael Wilson
breaking the completions record,
the completion in a
game
loss,
record, trying to feed Michael Wilson 20 catches.
Oh my gosh.
Trey McBride, obviously best tight end, if not top 3 tight end in the league for sure. Paris Johnson Jr., one of the best young offensive tackles in the NFL. Will Johnson, when he was healthy,
looked good,
locking them down just like in college. Shocker to absolutely no one.
Michigan legend.
Buda Baker, one of the better safeties in the league over his whole career. Walter Nolan, one of my favorite prospects in this draft, played like 6 games this year, looked like one of the best DTs in football, and then got hurt. I mean, he wasn't like super consistent.
He got hurt
the
twice.
Highs,
he started the year hurt and then ended the year hurt.
The highs were ridiculous for Walter Nolan this season.
Yeah.
Showed his
He had
high
one
potential.
really good game.
He had multiple. He had three games with 3 or more pressures, and he played 6 games.
3 games with 3 or more pressures
as a DT.
Yeah, but
who played 6 games. Missed all of training camp, all of preseason, all of OTAs.
You're saying 3 pressures make it sound like not as impressive.
No, 3 pressures is a lot for a DT.
But
as a rookie,
I'm not saying it's not good. What I'm saying is he had one game where he had like 2 TFLs, a forced fumble, and a touchdown. Like he had one really, really good game. But he's obviously going to be good. He's shown plenty of signs early on.
I mean, he wasn't injured all through high school, all through college, and then comes
to the
league, gets hurt
that
twice.
Is a concern to get hurt twice.
I don't think so. They weren't related at all, and he has not had an injury.
I think it not being related is almost more concerning.
I don't think so.
Getting hurt twice.
No, it's not. Like if a guy just tears his ACL 4 times, that's concerning.
Well, that's concerning, but like also at the same time, like Dobbins, we know he's so injury prone because he just gets hurt everywhere, every season.
Yeah, but it's been 2 injuries, like very fluky. I don't know. I think Walter Nolan's going to be one of the best DTs in football.
We'll see. Hopefully he will be.
And then we got Garrett Williams, one of the best slot corners in the league. He's been hurt a large portion of this season. And then they also signed Josh Sweat this offseason for about $20 million, and he's been really good for them. He had 12.5 sacks this season.
Yeah, very good season. I honestly thought he wasn't going to be the greatest signing. Something I was just dead wrong about. Very good signing. I feel like he was... just way better than he was last season, in my opinion.
At least in the regular season. He turned it on in the playoffs.
But he was able to sustain that, which you don't see too often, in my opinion. Especially at a position like that, like edge, where they just have 3 good games in a row, and they're able to sustain that the whole season. 12.5 sacks, like you said. I was expecting more like a 7-sack season. That's a big difference.
Yeah,
huge difference. And so I thought it wasn't going to be a good signing, but they got him for cheap. Compared to the production that he's giving them now.
Thank goodness they have him because, man, their edge rushers really suck.
Yeah, they needed him.
Because otherwise it'd be Zaven Collins and Baron Browning.
Oh, God. Baron Browning's so bad.
All right, but we also got some players to consider going forward. These aren't necessarily cornerstones, but guys I would not be too worried about replacing. Trey Benson, my favorite running back from that class. That class was pretty terrible.
If he ever plays.
Just been hurt. It was just this last season that he got hurt, but before that, he was just the backup. I looked up how to pronounce his name before. It was it's Yelda Froholt, the center. It's spelled Hjalte.
That's Yelda?
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's how you pronounce it. Yelda Froholt, who's been one of the better centers in the league since signing with him, I think, last season. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson, an underrated safety. I feel okay starting him. I also feel okay replacing him, but he's 24, so not a big deal. Zaven Collins, Jordan Birch, the rookie, showed some signs. Dante Stills is a fine rotational DT, and John Gaines, their offensive lineman. I feel like I had to try to find an offensive lineman on here I was okay starting, and he came in for I forgot who it was. One of their guards got hurt. One of the ones that is on the cut candidates. So Evan Brown, I think.
I mean, this is the team, like you said, the best team we've started with, and they have a ton of pieces moving forward. On the offense, you've got, like we said, the 2 receivers. I think this is going to be a huge portion for them, or huge portion of the rebuild, like what you're looking at, because these 2 guys are going to be so good next to each other. Marv, when he played, he actually looked really good this season. He struggled in the very beginning of the year with drops, and like we all know his connection with Kyler's just ass. Like they are just so bad together. But as soon as he came back from the first injury, he started looking really good. When he started getting targets from Jacoby Brissett, he was catching the football. Thank God. He was making good plays. He was getting open. I mean, it was what you wanted to see from him. We know he's got the talent there. He was finally putting it together. He unfortunately suffered multiple injuries this season, so you have to hope that he stays healthy. But next to Michael Wilson, like Michael Wilson continues to put up these stats, you got 2 wide receiver ones hopefully on your team, and they're going to help each other out. And I think that these 2 guys are going to be any quarterback's going to love to come.
Yeah, this is a very good offense for the supporting players besides the offensive line, which we obviously got to address.
But you've got 2 pieces on there. You've got Paris Johnson, who's really good, and then you've got I'm not gonna try to pronounce the center's name.
Oh, and Froholt, who's actually a quality player.
Right. So you've got 2 pieces there, and you've got 1 tackle, which is like the most important position on that line by far. So you've got the pieces moving forward. You've got a good edge rusher. You've got a good safety. You've got multiple good corners. I mean, we've got pieces here to make this a good team.
Who's the second good corner?
Garrett Williams.
Plays in the second one.
Will Johnson.
Oh, shoot. I forgot that. That's so embarrassing.
But I think I was just maybe he's just trying to say slot. I don't know. I'm confused. But you've got the pieces here to move forward, and that's why I predicted them to be. Don't make fun of me in the comments. I predicted them to be a playoff team this season. Because genuinely they have those pieces. This is a good football team. Kyler was obviously terrible and didn't play a lot of the year. And Jonathan Gannon's just not cut out to be a head coach, more of a coordinator, clearly.
Hopefully a good coordinator.
Go watch his video of him trying to hype up the team if you haven't, because holy crap.
Who took the bus today?
Did you have a fire in your gut when you took the bus? I don't know. I don't get it. He's not like the whole team just didn't work. Then get a competent quarterback. I mean, that's obviously going to take some time, but if you can get any competent quarterback and just a couple pieces added in there, this is going to be a really good football team. And I think in 2, maybe 3 years, if they do this right,
they can find a quarterback.
This can be the best division of all time in a couple years if they do this right.
I mean, by that point, Stafford's going to be gone.
Yeah, but I think they're going to take his replacement this year and develop him.
I don't know.
A lot of people think he's going to take Aller.
Aller would make sense, and you don't have to put too much capital on him.
It makes sense to have him develop behind a guy like Stafford, but I don't think he's the best option to take.
Because, well, other than him, you're investing a third-rounder in Chambliss. Yeah, Chambliss, though, like, what is he going to learn? Like, Stafford is such a different play style.
Yeah, but in my opinion,
you
don't need to learn play style. He just needs to learn.
Yeah, but that's
you get to learn from under McVay.
It's a lot easier to learn under a guy who plays somewhat similar.
Okay, then learn more from McVay than Stafford. Who cares? It's Sean McVay. And Mike LaFleur. Like,
actually, he might be the Cardinals head coach.
But that's a different conversation. Basically, this team can be very good in a couple years, I think. They have so many pieces.
Well, speaking of all these quarterbacks, we got to decide what route we are going to be taking. We got multiple options here. I think Kyler Murray is technically still an option. Brissett is technically still an option.
I thought I saw that Kyler's expected to be cut.
He's expected to be cut or traded, or
by
smallest amount
before the draft or after. It was one
before.
Of those. Yeah, I thought it was like before March 1st or something, so they could get some sort of clearance on the cap.
Cap details.
Okay.
We decide to cut him. Also, Tanner McKee, I think, is a quarterback that could make sense for this team more so than a lot of the other teams.
He did not look good in his Week 18 game.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of good stuff from him. Malik Willis.
What good stuff? He was horrible in that game.
He was good in all the other games he's played in.
The preseason games?
No, the regular season one.
He hasn't played in regular season games.
Yeah, he had one against, what was it, Washington?
Yeah, that was also against Washington, and he sucked against Washington.
He didn't suck. He just wasn't that good.
50% completion percentage.
I don't know. I think McKee's got a real chance, and he's looked good.
Sure, I'm just saying I'm not giving him the keys to the franchise already.
No. If we took him, I think we take him and we draft a quarterback and have them
then
compete.
I would be fine with that
because he's going to be a 5th rounder or cheaper probably.
Okay, but I'm fine with that. But you can get him for that cheap, really? Because I do think he's got a
really going to get.
He's got a shot, but like. I'm not. All I'm saying is I'm not like, oh well, this is the guy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I think you commit to Willis. And that's
this is a
it
great
on this
team for
list.
Willis
That's
to go to.
it on its list.
This is an amazing
You can't even just
team.
commit to Kyler. You have to have another guy in there if
This
you're
is
keeping
an amazing team for Willis to go to.
Yeah, yes, it is. But I haven't heard it talked about at all. But anyway, Willis is obviously an option. Will Levis, similar option to McKee, like similar route. More upside, less floor.
Mm-hmm.
Ty Simpson and Trinidad Chambliss in the draft. That's a lot of Cardinals fans what they want.
I think this is probably the one that I think is most up to just personal preference. Like I think there's multiple great routes to go here with this one. Like you were talking about Tanner McKee, I actually don't think that's a bad route as long as you do it right. I think the bad route to go here is Kyler Murray,
obviously, or Brissett.
It just makes sense to me.
Like Brissett did a good job, but he's 30.
He's a good backup to keep on the roster, I think.
Yeah, I think he's making. I don't know. I don't think it was like a cutting contract.
He's the good veteran to keep in the room.
Yeah,
he's a great backup player, but they need a guy to get in here and hopefully work out for them. I think, like we were just saying, Malik Willis is an amazing option for this team. If they were able to land him, we'll have to talk about if that's the most realistic thing in the world. But I think that is an incredible option for them. Maybe Malik Willis and Trinidad Chambliss. You got the similar play styles.
At that point,
no, but
Malik Willis has a way better chance of working out.
But hear me out. You got the similar play styles. If one doesn't work out, whoever wins in camp doesn't work out, then you can switch to the other one.
If Malik Willis doesn't work out.
Okay, and then you got Trinidad Chambliss coming in if he doesn't work out, and you don't have to switch up the offense. You can run the same style. I mean, that sounds pretty tempting. I'm just saying.
Bro.
I'll tell you another bad route. I think I don't like the idea of taking Ty Simpson in the second round.
You don't?
I think that's too high. I don't think he's a good quarterback. He was terrible in the playoffs. He was terrible in big games.
I mean, he wasn't. He was good against Georgia in the regular season or in the playoffs, right? Was that when
he didn't play Georgia in the playoffs? He played Georgia in the SEC championship, and he had a 50% completion percentage and like 100 yards. I did not, but I did see that.
They also had -4 rushing yards.
Yeah, that's insane.
I mean, it's not like the big games. It's just at that second half of the season, the whole team started playing bad, and he went down with it. But he has the most anticipation in this class, some of the best accuracy in this class, especially over the middle of the field.
I do have to watch the film.
It's nothing crazy, but like he's got NFL tools.
When are we doing our like positional rankings?
I did like a little rough schedule thing, so we didn't forget anything.
But
I don't know what it was, but it was in a few weeks.
Okay, well, you'll have to stick around for that and see what I end up deciding on my quarterback rankings because again, I haven't watched the film.
Yeah.
But what I've seen from Simpson is absolutely nothing because I only watched him at the end of the year. And so I don't know. I watched Chambliss at the end of the year and he looked pretty damn good to me. So
I mean, Ty Simpson has a lot better chance. His play style is a lot easier to translate than someone like Trinidad Chambliss, who's 5'10".
I just don't know why we're buying him this,
and he's 24 years old.
Height thing, like it's not
trying
that
to
big
rush
of a deal.
back to school because he doesn't want to go to the NFL.
The height doesn't seem to matter when it's Bryce Young. Let's take him number 1.
We don't even know if Trinidad Chambliss is even going to be in the draft.
Right, but like we're sitting here and we're like, oh well, the reason I don't like Chambliss is because of his height, and that's basically it. And
Bryce Young,
but we loved Bryce Young the same
far better prospect.
I disagree.
Not even close.
All Bryce Young was better at is being smarter. His arm was worse. He was less athletic. Like
smarter, more accurate. The two most important traits in quarterbacks is how smart you are.
That's not true.
And how
People took Anthony Richardson.
How accurate you are. Yeah, but
4.
No, but the thing is, with that,
was
you're
he
just
smart?
Trying to fix those.
Was he smart?
And if you fix those, then he has everything else.
Yeah, was he smart?
I mean, did it work out?
No.
Exactly.
That's why I don't ever take chances on just pure
Did Bryce
raw
Young,
athleticism.
Joe Burrow, are those guys still starting in the league?
Well, Bryce Young's not that good, but
Bryce Young can be starters whole
which
career.
is why I've always been the guy that's like, don't take those like Jalen Milroe players because it's absolutely ridiculous and you'll never work out. But Trinidad Chambliss is a little bit different. Trinidad Chambliss is actually accurate. Trinidad Chambliss is actually smart. Trinidad Chambliss actually rises in adversity. Trinidad Chambliss actually had to battle through some stuff and then get gifted the best offensive line in college football. Like he actually had to go through things. He lost his OC, still played incredible, even got better. Like he's shown things that are actually good with those skills of being the most athletic quarterback in the class by a mile and having a great arm and having all those tools besides, the height, obviously. But a guy like Anthony Richardson showed absolutely nothing. 50% completion percentage. Like he was just like, oh, he's big and fast.
Yeah, but if you get a guy that's big and fast and you teach him how to play quarterback, then you have the best quarterback in the NFL.
Okay, and how many times has that worked out in NFL history?
Maybe one if you want to say Josh Allen. He played at Wyoming and didn't look that good.
He looked a lot better than Anthony Richardson.
He played at Wyoming. Anthony Richardson played at Florida.
And he had a sub 50% completion
SEC,
percentage.
like he had to play hard teams.
You just get what I'm saying. Like Chambliss is a different type of prospect with the tools. Like he's also accurate and smart. obviously those aren't his main things. Like, he's not as accurate as Mendoza, but he's going to be, like, he shows way more than the average, he's just athletic quarterback. He shows way more than Milroe did last season. Milroe got taken in the third.
Milroe was way more athletic, way thicker, way taller.
I don't care how thick he is.
Okay, but I'm worried about his durability. Does he weigh 190 pounds?
No. Probably weighs like 205. And in his pro day, he's going to weigh like 230 if Bryce Young weighs 210 or whatever he said he weighs.
They just drink a crap ton of water and eat a bunch of fat
obviously,
stuff.
Like, he's going to weigh like 260, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, on the combine.
He might play
Dude, Bryce Young is surviving, and he's being hit. Like, I'm not worried about his durability.
But Bryce Young keeps his body safe. He's
That's
smart.
That's not true.
Bryce Young slides. Bryce Young runs when it's there. He doesn't try to make a play with his legs every play.
But Chambliss is going to slide. They're going to be telling him to slide.
The time.
Dude, they're going to be telling him to slide from day one. He's small. Like, he's going to know how to slide, but he might even take less sacks because he's more athletic and stuff. He might take less hits. Like, acting like if Bryce...
A lot of what makes him good is when he's running around in circles, kind of like Kyler Murray, which is one reason why I don't think the Cardinals want this.
It's
Kyler Murray light.
I just
and we
don't
just saw
get
Kyler Murray not work
how
out.
you can love Bryce Young.
I don't
and
love
hate
Bryce Young.
You did.
I
were
really
obsessed
liked
with
Bryce
him.
Young.
And hate Trinidad Chambliss.
I don't hate Trinidad Chambliss. I have higher than almost anybody.
I can't comprehend that.
I think I would take him in the third round.
I think that's lower than most. Almost anyone. Everyone I talk to is like, yeah, I love Trinidad Chambliss. I think he's quarterback 2 easily. Like, easily. Everyone has him over Simpson. You don't.
No
so don't pretend that you're over everyone else.
I've never seen anyone with him.
Well, that's everyone I'm talking to in real life. I know maybe your Discord mods say other things.
I don't look at Discord, bro. I talk to actual NFL analysts.
What?
I have my connections.
Okay, well, I don't know. I like
just no one that's in the draft space has Chambliss at QB2.
That's ridiculous to me. Because they have to follow the prototypical, well, is he 6'4" with a good arm?
Okay, is Ty Simpson 6'4" with a good arm?
No, but he's 6'2" with a good arm or whatever.
Yeah.
So that means he's automatically better.
We'd rather have a 6'2" quarterback than a 5'9"
I'd rather have the quarterback that's better. I don't really care what you tell me his height is.
Ty Simpson's a lot better.
Because if you said that, you would rather have Ryan Leaf than Russell Wilson? Is that what you're saying? Because that's basically what you said.
Oh yeah, I'd rather have Paxton Lynch than any quarterback ever because he's 6'7".
Yeah, well, he's like 6'5", but 6'7", that's basically what you're saying.
He's 6'7".
That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying height is superior. I'm saying
that's what you just said. I'd rather have the 6'2" quarterback than the 5'9" quarterback.
Yeah, I'd rather have a quarterback be 6'2" than 5'9". I'd rather have a quarterback be 6'5".
Okay, but I'd rather have the guy with the better arm than the guy with the worse arm. Than Simpson.
Yes, Simpson has a far better arm. Bro, you gotta watch Simpson.
Oh, no.
Dude, you're gonna get so burned by Chambliss.
No.
Anyway, we kind of got to decide what we're doing at quarterback. Get back on topic.
I want Chambliss.
I want Simpson.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I want Simpson. I think this is the team. Cardinals.
We're not taking Simpson.
Or Rams.
Okay, how about we just take neither? Because I don't want Simpson.
Okay, so the only other option is taking Malik Willis, who's already basically signed with the Dolphins.
I'll take Malik Willis.
He's on the Dolphins.
He's not on the Dolphins.
He is going to be a Miami Dolphin.
Just because Halfley went there?
Halfley went there. Our vice president of personnel is the GM.
So
half our coaching staff that liked him.
Okay, but the offense has nothing to do with the Packers, and that's who Malik Willis works
our
with.
Our vice president of personnel probably was like, this guy's really good. Let's take him.
No, what if he doesn't like Willis?
I don't know. Who would not like Willis?
I mean, I like the idea of Willis on the Cardinals.
Yeah, I do. But I also think
it's a better position for him. I think he'd want to go to the Cardinals over the Dolphins.
Why?
Because what's he got on the Dolphins? Tyreek's going to be gone. You got Jalen Waddle and Devon Achane, but no defense.
Jalen Waddle, Devon Achane, maybe an upgraded offensive line. Another Romeo Doubs is probably going there.
Yeah, you got a better receiving core, better offensive line, way better defense. Better coaching staff, most likely, if they hire Kubiak.
Yeah, so not most likely, by the way.
So all I'm saying is a better situation.
Malik Willis is not going to the Cardinals.
Well, I don't want Ty Simpson because he's a bum.
Ty Simpson, dude, you can't make takes like this without watching him.
I haven't watched him.
And then just not.
But I watched the playoffs. He was not good at all. He was bad. He scored 3 points in a playoff game.
Yeah, and he was the best player on the offense that scored that many.
I mean, he has got Ryan Williams, who's supposed to be a first-round pick.
Terrible.
He's got
Ryan Williams is not a first-round pick.
He's got whoever the
Ryan
other
Williams
receiver is
day
supposed to be a round 2 pick. Who was the other guy?
He's not a round 2 pick either. He's a wide receiver 3. You got a wide receiver 3 in the NFL.
Wait, what's his name?
Jeremy Bernard.
Yeah, he's supposed to be 2 or 3. He's a day 2 pick.
No one's taking him in round 2, bro.
He's a projected day 2 pick.
Yeah, I know, but no one's taking him in the second round.
Okay.
That'd be absolutely ridiculous.
Third-round receiver is a good receiver to have on your team.
Ryan Williams was
good offensive line.
Draftable.
You have a guy.
Ryan Williams was bad this year, really bad.
Well, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't.
Well,
good.
He was a good college receiver, I guess.
He wasn't good for what he was expected to be.
Not even close.
So, but I mean, you're acting like Simpson had the worst situation in college football.
No, but he had of playoff quarterbacks, maybe.
No way.
Okay, so what was their rush yards per game? SEC championship and on, was it 50? Because I'd be pretty surprised.
Yeah, you know why? Because Simpson takes a lot of sacks, and that goes against that.
No, he does not take very many sacks.
Yes, he does, bro.
It was just
at least in the games I watched.
Yeah, it's because their offensive line is terrible. Their right tackle or left, whichever one.
Okay, but that has
supposed to get drafted.
That has nothing to do with the running game.
One of the
worst
first-round linemen I've ever seen.
Yeah, that does hurt the rushing average. I'm sure they actually had positive rushing yards in the SEC championship, but it's -6 because he had -50 or something.
I mean, I don't think that's true. I don't know if he got sacked in that game.
Yeah, I highly doubt that one.
I don't know. I bet it's 2 or less sacks for 10 or less yards.
There's just no way. There was a playoff game. I think he took 4 or 5 sacks for -30 or something. Who did he play? He played Oklahoma and Indiana. And he scored not that many points against either. I don't know. He just doesn't impress me. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Ty Simpson, because I've only seen his playoff games. And McKay's watched more film on him than I have and seems to really like Ty Simpson for some reason. I just don't see anything from him ever.
Is it this game?
He's inaccurate. He's not reliable. I don't know. Not my favorite.
I can't tell. Well, let me scroll over.
Okay, we'll look at it after. But I don't know. In a second, it's just too much to spend on him.
Is it? They need a quarterback, and he's got the best
and you
chance
can get
of
a better
working
one
out.
in the third.
No, you can't. Ty Simpson's not there in the
is
third.
Trinidad Chambliss not going to be there?
Trinidad Chambliss is probably not going on day 2.
Dang, we should get him in the 4th then.
Okay, it's a 3-round mock draft.
Dang it. Bro, we can reach.
Oh my gosh.
How about we take both and let him battle it out?
Bro, that is the dumbest
No, I'm
idea
just
of all
kidding.
time.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, what are we doing right now? I guess we kind of have to decide if we're drafting one.
I think we have to draft one, but we should also sign someone.
Okay.
I think we should sign Willis and draft one and keep Brissett.
No.
That's what I think we should do.
If we're signing Willis, we're not wasting draft capital on a quarterback.
Why?
Because Malik Willis is your guy, and if he's not your guy, then you're gonna wait till next year's quarterback class that is absolutely stacked.
It's also, I don't think it's that stacked, because you keep saying that it's stacked, and then I go over who's in it. It's Arch Manning. Lagway was supposed to be good, but he's not. Sellers is not.
Sellers is going to be good this year. Sellers' offensive line was the worst offensive line in college football out of all 135 teams or whatever.
Jeez.
100%. I think he'll have a good year this year. And if he does...
Well, okay, if he doesn't,
easy pick. Easy first-round pick.
If Arch doesn't get better...
You got Dante Moore, who's a first-round pick probably. I don't know.
He didn't look that good
I didn't
this
really
year.
watch too much of him, but from what I saw, not a huge fan.
Right.
And then there's also... Texas A&M.
So it sounds like it's the exact same thing as last year, where it's hyped up and then everyone's going to get worse.
What's his name?
Remember when everyone said
Marcel Reed? He's supposed to be
everyone said this year's class was going to be good?
Yeah, I know. They say it every year, but, I mean, eventually there's going to be a year, and if Willis, you're paying him an $80 million contract?
Whoa. He was a backup quarterback, dude. You're overhyping how much he's going to get paid. You're overhyping how much people trust him.
Every single rebuild, what have we said? Malik Willis is an option here. Malik Willis is an option here.
Yeah, because
Malik
we
Willis
like him. Does not mean coaches like him because he was a backup.
There is 20 starting quarterbacks in the NFL.
At the end of the day,
there's 32 teams.
At the end of the day, I truly believe that there is a good chance Malik Willis remains as a backup quarterback on the Packers this season.
I think that he will be a backup nowhere else. there's a 0% chance he signs somewhere else to be a backup.
Well, he wouldn't. Yeah, because he wouldn't sign somewhere.
So the only reason why he stay with us is because he's loyal and wants to win a ring.
And because no one wants him. I don't think people care about him that as much as we do. I think we're adding him as an option because we think he's got a good chance.
But
I'm not confident enough
to
get
$20 million a year.
I'm not.
We're not paying a guy $20 million a year and then drafting a guy in the second round.
I think that makes perfect sense. You hope the $20 million guy works. If he doesn't, you have a rookie that you're developing behind him. If he doesn't
work, then you wasted $20 million. And if he does work, then you wasted a third-round pick.
If we have the cap space,
resources in the trash, no matter what you do.
If we have a cap space to do so, it makes sense. Because even if you want to say 3 resources in the trash, you have a safety net now, so that hopefully one of these 2 works and you make the right play. Because quarterback's the most important position in football, and most of the time it doesn't work.
No, I think if you're casting your net and like everywhere, trying to get up multiple quarterbacks, you're not going to be spending $20 million and the 33rd pick in the draft on a quarterback.
I don't want to spend the 33rd pick. I want to spend the 67th.
6-7. Bro, I just don't know. You don't even know what the pick number is. That's what you threw out there.
It's because 33 plus 30, like if you add like 3 extra picks, it would be like 67 for the extra picks. You know what I'm talking about? What are those called?
Comp picks don't start till the 3rd round.
Okay.
There's no second round comp picks.
Okay, the beginning of the 3rd round.
Okay, well, I mean, I think that the option that makes most sense is McKee, because you'd be putting in as if you wanted to take a rookie quarterback, because you'd have them battle, and if McKee doesn't work out, then you can get rid of him next year. He's on a rookie contract right now, and you would only sink a 5th-round pick into him.
Well, we need to move past the quarterback things, and you clearly don't want to choose a good quarterback, so I'll just let you decide and let the comments roast you.
I'm going to spend a 5th-round pick on Tanner McKee. And he's going to be battling for the starting job, and if he looks good...
Cardinals fans are not going to be happy with this, dude.
I'm not going in here as my only guy.
Yeah, he better not be. We'll have to discuss this in the draft, but we should move on to the next thing.
I accept them a cheap contract. Anyway, $30 million is how much money they have to spend right now. We need to decide what are we doing with Kyler. Are we cutting him? It saves us $2 million.
It saves money. Cut him.
Saves us $2 million. Trade him saves $35 million. But in my opinion, if you're saving $35 million, you're giving up draft capital and Kyler for nothing. Well, for the money. So I think how it would work is we'd have to find a suitor, and then we'd eat a good. We definitely gain more than $2 million, obviously, but we'd be paying part of his contract still, in my opinion.
Interesting.
So would he go to like the Vikings? That be an option?
I don't think anyone's gonna take on that contract.
Just cut him.
And I also think I think it's different because trading him, it can be like you can take different amounts. So there's no guarantee they would take 35 mil. You know what I'm saying? Like we wouldn't guaranteed save 35 mil because
but we'd save like 15 mil.
It depends what we give up, what they take. Like there's just so much variety there that I don't think we can guarantee it. So I think we should just cut him for the sake of realism.
Also, a lot of what is going around right now is the possibility of the Jets trading for Kyler Murray, which I think is a terrible idea.
That'd be so funny.
Oh, we can't get Dante Moore. Let's just waste $30 million a year on Kyler Murray. I think that seems a bit
Jets
more
move of all
underrated
time.
How set up that offense is. But I would not be throwing Kyler Murray in there because there's absolutely no reason, no way that you're competing in the playoffs. You have to get a young guy in there, so I think that's unrealistic. So if we cut him, we now have $32 million. And we also have these potential cuts. They have a lot of them. Sean Murphy-Bunting saves 7. Baron Browning saves 4. James Conner saves 7.5. Bilal Nichols saves 6. Dalvin Tomlinson saves 9.5. Keem Davis-Gaylor saves 5. And Evan Brown saves 5. More cuts than we've had in anything.
Yeah, and
any
save lots
of these guys thinking about keeping?
Not from I heard. I was like money.
What about Baron Browning?
No.
$4 million for a third edge rusher? I don't feel too bad about that.
Saves $4 million?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Bro, you're not getting a guy like him in free agency.
Goodbye. Like he's
okay.
He's out of here, bro. Like I do not want him.
Dalvin Tomlinson's been terrible, and you're saving $9.5 million. Terrible.
I watched Baron Browning. Okay, I can promise you he's not good
as a third edge rusher.
Yes.
You wouldn't pay him $4
It's not paying him $4 million. It's saving an extra $4 million to not have him on the team.
Yeah, but it's still like you're essentially.
Would you rather have $4 million or Baron Browning?
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather have $4 million
for a team that doesn't have it.
I don't want Baron Browning to be my third edge rusher. He wouldn't make the Broncos roster currently.
You don't think so?
He'd have to beat out Q Robinson.
He's not doing that.
He's our
I mean,
fifth
even
edge
if he
rusher.
does, it wouldn't be by enough for you to get rid of this.
Q's our 5th edge rusher.
Yeah,
And I think Q's...
You could keep 6 if one of them can play a little interior.
I think Q
Baron
is...
Browning?
I think Q is already like much better than Baron Browning. Baron Browning's bad at football.
Well...
Remember when Broncos fans thought he was like the next edge rusher?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe people thought that. It's actually embarrassing.
So that's 17...
Reminds me of Shane Ray. Comment down below if you know who Shane Ray is. That'd be a good poll. I want to see if anybody knows about him. But how much money does that say?
45.
Oh, we spending big. Let's go get Malik Willis.
He's just not going to really be an option.
Yeah.
But we also have to consider people we re-signed. So now we have, what is that? $75 million. We have Jalen Thompson, Jonah Williams, Calais Campbell, Kelvin Beachum, Michael Carter, Amari DiMercado, Zonovan Knight, Will Hernandez.
We're not re-signing any of the running
and
backs.
Zay Jones. You don't want to re-sign like Michael Carter?
No, not Michael Carter. I was thinking like...
Oh, I thought you said none of them. I mean, I think I want Amari DiMercado, get out of the door. Get out of here.
What about...
Bam Knight?
Yeah. I like Bam Knight.
I don't like him.
I like him better than the other two.
I think I like Michael Carter the most.
What?
I think we got to keep one of them, right?
Yeah, so let's keep Bam Knight.
Sure, I'll let you get your way since I guess I got to pick quarterback.
Yeah,
so.
That's a little bit different.
Fair exchange.
Michael Carter sucks.
I mean, no, Bam Knight's not good. I just think because we already cut James Conner, and we have Trey Benson, and we just lost 3 running backs. We got to keep at least one of them, and obviously,
yeah, I'll keep Bam Knight.
All right, and
I like Bam Knight.
Jalen Thompson. I mean, we have David Taylor Demerson. I don't think there's really a point in keeping Jalen Thompson.
There's no point spending the money on him when we can let the young guy develop.
Okay, so our needs going into this offseason: quarterback, offensive tackle, offensive guard, DT, linebacker, and corner.
Yeah. I mean, do we really need corner?
corner
Corner 2.
The other outside corner.
But
Max
at the same
Melton is
time,
right now, and he was terrible.
It doesn't feel like the biggest.
No,
need.
It's not. I'd say, that one's not a huge need. If we end up with one,
It's more
bad
like we
guard,
have the
it's
extra
not.
space,
Yeah.
or like there's a really good.
We have $75 million, so I wouldn't hate spending some money at corner.
Yeah.
Quarterback. Technically, I guess Malik Willis is still an option. Running back, I think Dameon Pierce might be worth a signing.
That's actually a great signing for
as
him.
a budget signing, $2 million, maybe max.
Get the power back in there.
Jalen Naylor at receiver. If we wanted to add a third receiver right now, Greg Dortch
still. Jeez.
Like that's bad.
Yeah, because we got rid of Jones, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, Zay Jones was not their third receiver. But,
just saying with like the other receiver. On
offensive line: Cade Mays, David Edwards, Isaac Seumalo, Sean Ryan, Braxton Jones, and John Simpson. All those are pretty solid options. DT, JFM. Oh, I wrote T. Chart down. I just saw he got extended. Logan Hall, Kyrus Tonga, who is probably less likely. The Patriots really like him, especially because he's also their fullback. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Sebastian Joseph Day. And then corner, Asante Samuel Jr., Martin Emerson. Martin Emerson's going to be pretty cheap. I don't know how much Asante Samuel's going to want at this point.
Asante Samuel's an interesting one to me to throw in there in corner 2 and see if he can work out.
I don't think either of these two are going to be too expensive, which is what we
I think
have.
one of
And
those
they're
two
both
guys
young.
we should sign, actually.
Yeah. And linebacker, let's see. Can you name a linebacker on their team?
Collins.
He's an edge.
He plays edge now?
They converted him to edge. Well, he's our starting edge right now, so.
That's weird. That's weird. Was he pretty solid?
He's a
at
good
edge
run
this year?
defender.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. I never knew that they switched into edge. Dude, that's weird. No?
Shoot, can I?
Owen Papo.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I can name him. He's not starting. Or maybe he'd start right now since we just got rid of Keen Daly-Scaler.
Right. But I think
the
that's the
other
only
one
one
is.
I can name is
Yeah.
Owen Papo.
I mean, obviously not a position of strength. Quincy Williams, Leo Chenal, and then we got some budget options who I like. Jack Gibbons and Christian Harris. Both
I like
pretty
Christian
good
Harris a lot.
options.
All right, well, what should we start with? I like the corner. Like I know I said it's not the biggest need, but one of these two guys make perfect sense to bring in. I like
think-
Asante Samuel here.
I might like Martin Emerson, but
Martin Emerson
Emerson's
looked
younger.
horrible recently.
I know, but it's like a reclamation project. He'd be cheaper as well. I don't know what Asante Samuel would want because if he didn't have that weird injury this offseason, he would have gotten paid. But then he goes to the Steelers, doesn't do very much.
Yeah, but like we've seen more out of him than we have Emerson. he has also not just played terrible randomly. And so I think it makes sense to throw like as a corner 2 next to two other really good corners and hopefully a revamped defense next season.
That secondary is pretty nice if you fill that. That's like the only real hole.
Right. He could be really good in that secondary.
And then I also think, who is their DTs? We just cut Dalvin Tomlinson and Calais Campbell walked.
We let him walk, yeah.
I think we need to sign one.
We got Walter Nolan. That's about it.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how I forgot about him. My boy.
But you do need a second DT.
JFM, do you know how much he's going to
I heard he's really looking to re-sign with us. I don't know if we want to re-sign him, though.
I mean, Savion Jones was kind of the...
That's what I'm thinking is that we're probably not going to re-sign him, but he really wants to be here.
And you also got, like, Roach. You got...
Malcolm Roach has looked amazing in the playoffs, by the way. So
he's a good player.
I'd rather have him play. And Savion.
You have good depth, so there's not really
he doesn't really... JFN doesn't play DT for us, though. He plays end, which in a 3-4, so he plays inside. So it's a little bit different because him and Roach don't play the same position.
He's not... I don't know if he's big enough to play
true
tackle,
DT. Right. And so, like, Roach plays, like, nose with DJ Jones. But JFM, he came out and was like, I really want to re-sign with
I think he's
Broncos.
gone.
So I would agree, but I think I'd lean toward him being gone.
To pay him, I think he's going to want a good amount of money.
He's a solid
I don't know
piece.
if he's worth it, but Logan Hall's pretty garbage. Tonga...
Like you said, not the most realistic.
Tonga's underrated. He's kind of weird career. I mean, he was pretty good on the Vikings. I don't know where he was at first.
Worst tush push attempt I've ever seen when he came in the game with who was it? Was it Milton Williams?
I don't remember.
He came in. Neither of them pushed the quarterback. They just ran into the pile. Not a first down, but they gave it to him anyway.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Of course you think that. I think Sebastian Joseph Day would also make sense.
I haven't heard about him in like 3 years.
He's on the Chargers.
Well,
I think.
Yeah. He's still on the Chargers?
I'm pretty sure.
But he just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if we had someone.
You know how I learned who he was is by one of those Madden intro videos or not like intro, but like leading up to Madden where they're like, "What do you think your overall is in the new Madden?" And they ask like the actual players. They asked Sebastian.
What'd he be like? Oh, an 85.
I don't. Yeah, he said something and they're like 73, and he goes, "Oh man."
Bro, they don't even like understand how Madden ratings work.
No, but it's funny. And so that's what I first learned.
Yeah, well, he was good on the Rams, and then he signed for a big contract on the Chargers. Been a bit underwhelming. But,
he's been on the Chargers for a long time now.
I mean, having a stopgap there at DT that we could potentially replace in the draft, I don't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst option in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
which corner are we signing? Did we decide that?
Oh, yeah, we can sign Asante Samuel.
Okay, so we're signing Samuel. We'll sign Sebastian Joseph Day. Play next to Walter Nolan.
But I mean, they re-signed him, so not an option. I think we signed Dameon Pierce as well.
Yeah, for super cheap.
And I think we should pick a lineman.
I don't really have a preference on these. You just pick one.
Let's go with
Braxton Jones.
John Simpson. We haven't went with him yet.
Okay, John Simpson it is.
At guard. So the interior is pretty okay. Like not too much to worry about. We just have that right tackle hole to fill, which there's a lot of good tackles early in the draft, and I'm not really sure who they're spending the third pick on. Kind of no man's land right there. Do we want to bring in Naylor, or I'd say we need to bring in a linebacker as well. Do we want to bring in Naylor?
Yeah, I was going to say linebacker. Yeah, why not? I like Naylor a lot.
I think he's a good third receiver.
Yeah. I'd say either that or we pick someone up in the draft or both.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking Zachariah Branch in the third round would be really fun.
Ooh, that'd be such a good pick for them.
Because he's a really good slot receiver, and obviously
that'd be a
true
really
outside
good
receivers.
Pick.
But
maybe we do that instead because I like Branch a lot. He looked so good.
I don't know if he's going to be there. But.
He looked so good in that game.
We at linebacker. Do we want to spend bigger and get like a Quincy Williams?
When you said Quincy Williams, he just feels like a Cardinal to me. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. That's kind of what I was thinking.
But I think we should go Quincy.
He's so athletic too.
He's a great player. A great player. He fits probably the biggest need on the team. He feels like a Cardinal. Like, why not? Let's just go with Quincy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's a great pick.
Get some Owen Papo playing time.
But yeah. Fastest linebacker core in the NFL right
Let's go.
Okay, now we got the draft.
Okay. Wait, did we take Naylor or no?
What do you think?
I think we should go for Branch.
Okay, I guess no Naylor.
Okay, no Naylor. Just clarifying. All right, so time for the draft, the mock draft. Okay, so we are now going to do the Arizona Cardinals 3-round mock draft. Starting with the first round pick, which they pick at 3. Very high pick. Not what I was expecting them to pick this season. I thought they were going to do a bit better than this, like we talked about. But I think that they have some good options here for sure.
I mean, this is not a good spot to pick.
You don't think so?
No. Once Dante Moore went back too, the Jets now have no one has any idea what they're picking. No one has any idea what the Cardinals are picking. And kind of after that, there's a lot of good players in this class, but there's like not necessarily a player you'd want at 3. So the later picks, a lot better value. But we got Ruben Bain, Caleb Downs, Spencer Fano, Francisco Mauinoa, and then also Arvell Reese.
I was gonna say
is also an option here, which.
Well, you like Sonny Styles more, right?
Yeah, but Arvell Reese, if you're taking him at 2, or at 3, he's not playing, and he's not playing linebacker.
Well, I was thinking about like what you're saying with like you'd want to pick a little bit later. I think that Sonny Styles would fit this team really well if you were picking it like at 8 or 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you're picking at 3, and that's too high to take an inside linebacker.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I think he doesn't fit. But I think he was worth a shout just because it would fit the team so well.
Mm-hmm.
Something interesting though, I think you know who I want to take.
Do I? Who do you want?
Who do
Ruben
you think?
Bain?
Yeah, I mean,
get a guy next to Josh Sweat.
have a great pass
Right
rush.
now we're starting Zaven Collins.
I
and we don't have
really like Ruben Bain. He's the best
Mhm.
player available at this spot besides Downs, and you don't need a safety.
and Jeremiah Love, who a lot of people want to mock to this team, which I'm saying give Trey Benson a chance.
I also just don't think it makes sense to spend this high of a pick
Yeah,
on
for
a back.
sure. Like if you want to take one, 3rd or 4th round, in my opinion. We also signed Dameon Pierce.
I just don't think it makes sense
Benson's
to spend
a
the
good
3rd
player.
overall pick on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately lean towards Ruben Bain because, like I said, we know that Downs is probably the best player on the board, probably the best player in the draft.
We're not taking him at.
You're
3.
not taking him at 3. Well, we just don't.
I think
you just don't need safety for
The
this team.
door opens at 5.
But it's also for a team that needs a safety. This is
Mm-hmm.
not a team that needs a safety.
They could use one, obviously. Like, you're not going to stop draft. You're not just going to not draft Caleb Downs because you have Dadrian Taylor-Demerson.
You are at 3,
Yeah. I mean, also, I think it's either
and I'm thinking more about like Budo.
taking Ruben Bain or taking one of the tackles because you know who we have playing at tackle?
the other tackle.
Yeah, who do you think
I
it
actually
is?
don't know.
Me neither.
'Cause it's no,
I basically decided that whoever's at right tackle, I looked through the people, they're not playing this year. So
jeez. I mean, I understand that, and I think that would not be a bad pick, but I still like Ruben Bain so much. I would never pass on him if he's there at 3.
I mean, Ruben Bain, you know how Aiden Hutchinson has short arms?
Yeah.
So he fell.
to 2.
Ruben,
far.
well, that's still falling, especially when they took Trayvon Walker, like
Yeah.
a 2nd-round prospect or a late 1st-round prospect over him.
Yeah.
But
That was so weird.
Ruben Bain's arms are 2 inches shorter.
But
That's
drafts-
a big difference.
But drafts can be so fun this year because no one knows who's going to.
Yeah, I think by then, like everything seems to like clear. People have an idea of the top.
Well,
like, good idea of the top
sometimes
five.
it just is like wild, and you just don't know what's going on.
I mean,
like,
normally,
No one predicted really what happened in 24, was it?
which one?
With May, Nix, Penix. Like Penix going 8,
Yeah,
McCarthy
that's true.
going
Like
10.
once you get past 5, for sure, it's unpredictable every year. But I think right now, 2 and 3, no one has any idea. I think by draft time, we'll have a pretty good idea.
But I think Ruben Bain is a really good option. I think that the tackles are also good options.
I think
Just depends what you-
Noah is the best one.
It depends what you think is more important for the team here.
I think protecting Tanner
The
McKee.
young quarterback.
Tanner McKee or whoever we take in this draft. I think that's a bit more important.
It's so hard for me to pass on a Ruben
It's hard
Bain.
to. I think Ruben Bain's a better prospect, and it's hard to reach. Well, a bit of a reach.
It's
for
so
a
hard
need.
for me to pass on Ruben Bain. You don't pass on a player like that.
I mean, there's a certain point where his arms might be a bit too short.
Oh my gosh, stop with the two.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna be a good player, but it's a little risky because
His floor is so high that like it doesn't make sense for me to pass on him, especially when I think we can just take a tackle in the next round.
I mean, a lot of people want Arvell Reese here. That's like this is where
Really?
Arvell Reese is going. Yeah,
Why?
he's an edge. That's where he's going. I don't know
Over Bain? Like is Bain still on the board when they take Reese?
Bain's edge 3 for a lot of people. You know that, right?
Behind
David
who?
Bailey and
No way.
Arvell Reese. I think David Bailey's way better than Arvell Reese.
But better than Ruben Bain?
Well, a lot of people are really, really, really religious about the arm length.
Oh my god.
Well, I think to some extent it makes sense. I am worried. I don't think it's just going to be like a for sure translation because we had concerns about Aiden Hutchinson and 2 inches. That's a lot of inches, you know?
Dude, short arms don't hold people back that often. Like
Yeah, I don't know.
it's like the tackle thing. All the short arm tackles have been doing great.
Besides Will Campbell.
Right. Who was absolutely
I think we'll work
horrible.
out at guard, so he's not a bust.
But I don't think it's as big of a deal for Hedges. Like, I just don't.
I don't know. I mean,
I think it's
kind of concerning.
I think it's overplayed.
It's just the problem is I'm not arguing with you that Bain's not worth taking at 3. It's do we want to leave our cornerback completely vulnerable or with what if we want to take Ty Simpson in the second round? Then we're waiting till the third round.
He needs to not get pressured.
Exactly. So I think we should go Maui Noah, best offensive lineman in the class.
Yeah, well, we've been set up to fail by you by having Tanner McKee and Ty Simpson as our 2 quarterbacks.
Bro, I haven't even taken Ty Simpson. We don't know if he's going to be there.
Bro, we have to take him, basically.
You want to take Ty Simpson?
No.
All right.
I don't. I want to take Chambliss.
No, dude, Chambliss is just not better.
He just is. It's just a fact. Ty Simpson has not looked good, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards Bain, but if you're really that strong feeling about Maui Noah.
I'm more strong feeling. I really like Maui Noah, but I'm more strong feeling about how bad it is to just not have a tackle exist. Or even like if we took a tackle at 33, who's it going to be? Like Monroe Freeling if he falls?
Yeah, I mean
Blake Miller? Like
I think either pick is really good for them. I actually do think this is after discussing this, I think this is actually a good spot for them to pick.
No, but if you picked a few spots lower, obviously it's always worse to pick lower. But the value is going to be better at 6 than at 3 because at 6 you might get Ruben Bain and Maui Noah still.
Right, but you still get to pick no matter what which ones you want, unless Ruben Bain goes 2. So I'll let you. You seem to be really
I think we need a tackle. I think this Cardinals offensive line is pretty good after we take this tackle, especially after what we did in free agency. So
well, I guess we could take him then, but I think it's a mistake passing on Ruben Bain.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna look at this in a few years when Ruben Bain's arms are too short to even be in the NFL.
Ruben Bain's like top 3 pass rusher in the league.
I mean, I don't think he's that good.
Maui Noah's like complete bust.
That's crazy.
One of the worst tackles in NFL history.
I think he's
the next Evan Neal or something. That'd be so funny.
That's disrespectful. He's been put out in the air.
All right, well, we'll take Maui Noah with the first pick.
All right, our next pick, we got a few options here. Jennings Dunker from Iowa. He's had a good Senior Bowl or whatever bowl. I don't keep them straight. I just know kind of who's been playing well.
One of the bowls.
Yeah, one of the bowls. He's been cooking. We also have Emmanuel Pregnon, the guard from Oregon. He's a bit older, but he's very polished. But, I mean, we kind of address guard. We're replacing John Simpson at this point where we have bigger needs. My boy Ty Simpson, I think at 33, it's good value.
I disagree with that.
34? It's good value.
35.
No, I think it's 30. I think it is 33. How it works is...
Don't we have the third round?
No, because we have the same record as the Jets. If we're the last team with that record, it, like, flips every round.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with the
I didn't know that.
It's kind of weird.
Well, I just think that's actually not good value for him at all. But
for Ty Simpson?
Yeah, I think that's like... No.
He throws with so much anticipation, so accurate with the football. He's a smart player. He's shown so much... He's so pro-ready for... He's only played 1 season in college football.
You know who else has only played 1 season of college football?
Who?
Trinidad Chambliss.
You know who else has played like 8 seasons of college football? Trinidad Chambliss.
What? He's played D2 college football.
That is college football.
And then he worked his way up.
That's
grabbed the starting
football.
job. He actually didn't even play a full season of D1 college football. And then...
I didn't say D1. I was just saying
and
college.
The improvement he's shown...
Ty Simpson is...
The improvement...
22 years old, and then we got Trinidad Chambliss is 24.
He's 23.
You sure?
No, but Trinidad...
You hope he's 24.
Trinidad Chambliss showed so much improvement from just 1 season of actually having a real team to develop with.
Okay.
And
Ty Simpson
no, he's been there for multiple seasons. He just didn't play
he
for
just
multiple.
waited his turn, and I kind of respect that. He's very loyal.
Yeah.
He developed under the system.
Yeah, developed.
And immediately he comes in, no experience in college football, and he's ready.
Okay.
That time he used to learn. That shows a man like mental intelligence.
Well, all I'm saying is your argument is that he only played 1 year.
No, that's not my whole argument.
Trinidad
he's better
Chambliss
at almost
played
everything.
less, and
anything
he's learned
that doesn't
more.
have to do with running, he's better at.
I just disagree with that.
Like throwing on the run, Chambliss is better. Running, Chambliss is better.
I mean,
that's about it.
Ultimately, you're gonna make this pick for Simpson. I'm not gonna be able to stop it because I think it's a horrible pick. But people in the comments, I'm actually super interested.
I am interested to what Cardinals fans think.
I don't know where people are on Ty Simpson right now.
I think
it's like
this
the most
is a
confusing.
good spot. I like right here is where he's gonna go. He's gonna go Rams at 28 to Cardinals.
He should
here.
not go to the Rams
because I think, or to the Jets. I mean, their pick right after us.
I'm very interested.
I think he's going right in that
People
range.
in the comments,
or he could be like
please,
a Jackson Dart situation.
Please let me know what you think of Ty Simpson.
Dude, if we let
do you think
Jackson
he's good?
Dart,
I think he's better than Chambliss. I have seen a lot of people saying Chambliss is better, so I want to know what people in our comment section
if
think.
we let Jackson Dart go in the first round, Tyler Shutt go in the top 40, both have worked out to some extent. I'm not saying they're bad players, but as prospects, Tyler Shutt was like a day 3 prospect, and he went at 40.
Last time we let a short quarterback drop because he was short to the third round, became a Hall of Famer, Super Bowl winner. So
I don't believe that
I think it actually did.
That's not the last time that happened, bro.
Let him drop to third just because of height? Yeah, it pretty much is. So
it's not.
I just think it's a mistake, but
someone takes Pavia in the third round.
That'd be a little dumb. That's not because of his height, though.
Yeah, it is. If Pavia was 6'3", he'd be a second-round pick. I don't think you understand how bad being 5'9" is.
He's not 5'9". He's like 5'7", bro.
He's 5'9". He got officially measured.
What was he like?
How did he list himself at 6 foot?
Dude, he's so short.
Because in real life, if someone says they're 6 foot when they're 5'9", bro, that's like me saying I'm 6 foot.
I still don't think it's that big of a deal that he's 5'9".
Imagine I said I'm 6 foot. Bro, everyone would notice instantly.
Right. I mean, at least he has got some muscle on him, so you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks a little bit more like it.
Sure.
So are we taking Ty Simpson?
Yes, sir. Ty Simpson.
This Cardinals rebuild is so cooked.
He is closer to being as good as Mendoza than how close he is to Chambliss. Yep.
I actually agree with that because I think Chambliss is QB1, but I know, don't get mad in the comments again. Oh my
gosh, he hasn't officially watched it, so
yeah.
I assume you're a little stubborn. I assume it won't change too much.
I'm actually very interested to see what I think because last year I thought I was going to go into it thinking that Jackson Dart was going to be the number 1 quarterback, and it's not what happened at all. He moved down to my 3. So very interested to see what happens this year.
I can't believe you thought he'd be QB1.
I wish I watched Shuck. McKay told me, you don't need to watch Shuck. He's terrible.
He was so bad.
That's what you told me.
Bro, I watched him for like 10 minutes, and I was like, oh my gosh. Maybe I picked a bad game, but I was like, this guy's not getting drafted. And then this is like 3 months before he rose because we did it was an earlier March maybe, so maybe just a month.
Yeah.
But he rose like 2 days before the draft.
Yeah, but I literally
And he also had that like combine throw. I heard him talking about that. Have you seen the clip?
Yes, that throw is so bad. That's the only clip I saw of him
talk about it.
No.
He was like, oh yeah, it was just like a little like gag thing someone told me to do, like come after practice and just throw something goofy. And then he was like, yeah, I learned my lesson. Don't do that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Bro, that is so sad.
Well, I saw
that. It
that.
didn't lose him any draft stock for sure, though.
Well, yeah, because he probably
just
explained that.
Higher than 40.
But I just think, like, I remember being like, who's this Shuck guy? Like, everyone's saying, like, talking about him. I don't know who he is. And McKay goes, yeah, just don't watch him. He's not worth it. And I was like, okay.
I mean, I don't think you would have liked Shuck.
But
no one liked Shuck.
I wish I did. But my point is that I'm open to changing my opinion. I just am, no matter when or how much info I have on my opinion, I'm going to be passionate about my opinion. And people in our comments do not like that.
They don't like you.
Yeah, they got really mad last time I said
Bro.
anything about quarterbacks. So maybe they'll be really pissed I don't like Simpson. I don't know. I really don't know what people think about Simpson.
I think it's just kind of annoying that you're acting like Chambliss is this like first-round prospect, and everyone thinks
you're acting like Ty Simpson's a first-round prospect. Like, what are we doing?
Back into the first round, I think that's fine.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Third round, we've kind of already decided. I think Zachariah Branch is a real option. Dalen Everett, I would think, would be an option if we didn't just sign Asante Samuel. Jacob Rodriguez. Oh my gosh, Rodriguez, the Heisman candidate, I believe. Borderline Heisman season for Texas Tech. Not that athletic, which is why he's obviously not going till the third round.
And we already signed Quincy.
Yeah, that's true, but I still think there's a need there at linebacker. Maybe we don't fill it till day 3. But right now we're starting Owen Papo, so not the best.
Not what you want to see.
But yeah, I think those are a real option since we already took quarterback. Chambliss isn't an option. Thank goodness.
So yeah, we're basically screwing ourselves here by taking Ty Simpson, ruining our draft.
Looking like we're
also
taking
passing on
Zachariah
Ruben Bain.
Branch, having a very dynamic offense right here.
Yeah, I mean,
Branch is a number 3.
I love Zachariah Branch.
Bro, he moves so well.
I can't believe he's going in the third.
I think he might end up being like a back end of round 2, but he's a guy, you know, like
Do you
Josh
think he's going to end
Downs?
up going above him, above Surratt?
Who?
Branch. Do you think he'll eventually rise above Surratt?
He's so far below.
Really?
Is I have him way above him, but
yeah.
I mean, obviously, Omar Cooper's way past there. So
Omar Cooper's a baller, according to McKay.
Go watch the film.
He looked good in the
Rashee Rice, if he could drive well.
That's a crazy statement.
I mean, watch the film. They look the same.
Really? I love Rasheed Rice. So.
Well, NFL Rasheed Rice, not SMU Rasheed Rice.
Oh, no, I love Rasheed
Remember
Rice currently.
Did you watch this?
No. But
SMU Rasheed Rice, did I tell you about him? He says, "Oh yeah, I'm 6'4", plays like a jump ball receiver at SMU." Like what? Measures at the combine. He's like barely 6'1" or maybe 6 foot. Then he's one of the most elusive receivers in the league.
I love Rasheed Rice in the NFL currently. So if I see a guy like that, I probably would really like him too. So we'll see when we watch the film, like we've talked about plenty of times. But love the Branch pick here. Probably would have gone a little bit differently if it was my own personal mock. I really think Bain's really good.
Bain, tackle.
But I don't think
Branch.
tackle's bad to take. But I think I would have taken Chambliss probably.
Also, when we decided to take Branch,
I think what I'd do is I'd trade up into the second, third round pick to take Branch and Chambliss.
Interesting.
I think I would do. But ultimately, I still think this is besides Simpson, I think this is a good mock
Simpson's
draft.
got a good chance of working out. When you can get that in the second round, that's really good value.
But like we said before, question of the day. Make sure you go comment down below. Is Sampson going to be a franchise quarterback? Is he a bum? Does he collapse under pressure? What is your opinion? I really don't know people's opinion on Ty Simpson. I feel like it's very split, very different. People don't really have strong opinions on him, so I'm really, really interested. Please go let us know down in the comments. But that's it for the mock draft. We are going to now move back into the full recap of the rebuild. So let's go over our whole team.
All right, I didn't write this down, but I think I have good memory. At quarterback, we
got a competition.
Probably Tanner McKee week 1, I'd say. Hopefully he looks good. Maybe eventually he's a trade guy. I don't know. But we also got Ty Simpson developing. I think he might need to sit for a year, but good prospect there. Trey Benson and Damian Pierce as our running backs. Bam Knight as depth. At receiver, Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Zachariah Branch. One of the best receiving corps in the league, in my opinion, at that point. Paris Johnson Jr., John Gaines, Yelda Froholt. We just signed someone. Who did we sign? I signed him at the very end. It was John Simpson. And then at right tackle, we got Francisco Maui-Noa. Or Francis Maui-Noa. I think I keep... Dude, he has a brother in the NFL named Francisco, and his name's Francis. That's so annoying. It's so confusing. I wish I didn't know that. His brother sucks.
Why does his parents do that?
I don't know. That's just confusing people like us. And then at tight end, obviously, Trey McBride and the underrated receiving threat, Elijah Higgins. Really like him, actually.
Really?
He's just a fun receiver. Obviously, he can't block, so.
Interesting.
And then on defense, we got Will Johnson, Garrett Williams, and also Asante Samuel Jr. at corner. At safety, Darian Taylor Demerson and Buda Baker. At linebacker, Quincy Williams and Owen Papo. Edge rushers, we got Josh Sweat, and then we got
Zaven Collins.
Yeah, Zaven Collins. It's probably the position I wish we addressed a little bit more. We also have Jordan Birch,
like Ruben
solid.
Bain.
Yeah, but we also needed a tackle.
Yeah, so we had to let one go.
Yeah, I mean, not very many holes on this team.
Right, and so you can address that next season.
Yeah, DT, Walter Nolan, and also Sebastian Joseph Day. So
very solid team all around.
This looks like an 8, 9, 10 win team.
Not in the NFC West, it's not.
I don't know.
But I think that it depends how good the quarterback play is.
Yeah, that's true. If McKee can be an average quarterback, which I think he can.
Then they can be an 8, 9, 10 win team.
I don't know. Let us know what you think about what we did at quarterback. Would you rather have had Chambliss, Willis? You like us getting McKee?
Let us know what you think about
Simpson.
Mike LaFleur versus Clint Kubiak. I think that's another interesting one to discuss. But overall, I think we did a good job. I think that Cardinals fans will hopefully be happy, and we're setting the Cardinals up for a better future. So unless there's anything else you want to talk about, we're going to get out of here. So we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you go down and like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you made it to the end, you probably like the content, so you should do this. We do videos every single week. 2 videos every single week. We're going to be doing a ton of draft content leading up to the draft, so we'd really, really appreciate it, and have a good one, everybody.